JXE JXO is on fire. I've had the privilege of reviewing every knife throwing set that's been coming out and been for sale on Amazon over the last couple of years. They get better every time. They get weightier, they get thicker, they get more solid. And with this set we're going to be looking at today called the Thunder, they have taken it to the next level. You got to see it. Let's get going. Depending upon how quick I can get to the bottom of describing a product will determine whether or not I do a long form content or a YouTube short. But there's a bit of a backstory with regards to how these knives evolved into what they are. And it hasn't been very common in time past to go out and be able to just find a set of knives like this so easily at this price. The reason why I'm so pumped about every set that they put out is because I have been able to see the process. I have been able to see the evolution of their throwing knives. And ever since I got into knife throwing, I've been going out to Amazon and shopping throwing knives. When I first got into it, I was looking for a good set of no-spin throwing knives, and I really could not find one. The only way that I could find good no-spin throwing knives is if I went to some custom maker or went to somebody who was charging an extremely high price for them. There's one set out there that's like 300 bucks. They're really good, but 300 bucks. Over time, I've been able to talk to the manufacturer at JXE JXO, and they would ask for my feedback, and I would always cry out for thicker, stronger throwing knives in the area of no spin, and every time they would just get better and better. Well, these are the Thunder. Now, I'm here to tell you that this is right at 7 millimeters thick. This is an extremely powerful no spin throwing knife here, and I want to show you something with this tip that is very strong. Now, I reviewed a set of their throwing knives not too long ago, shaped a little bit different than this. I've raved over them. But I went on to discover that the tip on that throwing knife set was a little compromised. If you go out to that video, I've put a comment about the tips being a little bit compromised, and I know they're working on that right now. These tips will not be compromised. This is a solid chunk of 420 high carbon steel. And this is one solid throwing knife. There's the logo there. It looks a little bit different. But this set of throwing knives right here is called the Thunder. 10.15 inches, over a half a pound. And as I said before, extremely thick. Look at that thing. There's a set of these for $3 on Amazon selling right now for 50 bucks. That is a super deal. I can tell you, I really do believe JXE JXO is becoming a major player in the knife throwing world. You know, a lot of people talk about these being like entry level. Man, this is just whatever level you're at. That is a great knife because you can get 3 of these for 50 bucks, and check out the sheath that it comes with. I mean, this thing is ready to go. Whether you no spin this way, or this way, it's just built for it. I'll share this as well, just as a suggestion. You could take one of these throwers and wrap the handle in paracord, and you'd be surprised what you could do with that. One of the finest throwers in my entire collection is a piece of, I think, 5160 steel. It was a gift from Chuck and Steel made by Wyatt Hines and sent to me. It's got a paracord wrapped handle. That's one of the best throwers in my collection because I personally do well with no spin throwing when I have a handle. I went ahead and paracord wrapped this one. Now I'm just going to wrap this in hockey tape and we're ready to go. There it is, my friends. Now we're operating in my zone a little bit more. It gives me the ability to brace my thumb here, and I can launch this for more no spin distance. This is basically the perfect throwing knife right here. Hammer grip, no spin. See, being that I launch with my whole hand and not just with my finger, having a handle helps. Besides, anybody in the tactical combat throwing realm will tell you that hammer grip no spin's where it's at. It allows you to be the most instinctive, and unlike traditional no spin, it's got some power. Now, I want you to see something. I threw this into a fresh part of the board. It come clean on the other side. I want you to watch what happens when I try to stab as hard as I can. I want you to see how much more power throwing has. As hard as I can, folks, right here in this fresh part. All right, there it is. Not even close to coming out on the other side, but you saw how far the throw went. Somebody had mentioned to me one day, I'd like to see this test done on something soft. And I think that's a very viable challenge, but I still think the same force is going to apply. I couldn't stab through the board, but I could slam through it. A handle also improves your hammer grip rotational. Great control, great power. So what sets these apart from the other ones I've reviewed is simple. They're bigger, they have more weight, they have more size, and they'll cost you more. But I think you'll discover that investing in these and getting more weight is just gonna take your skill set to the next level. I had a dude come in the comment section on the very first review I did a couple of years ago on the first set of throwing knives that I got from them. He was lambasting me for doing something other than a no spin throw. Listen, there are no spin throwing knives, but you can throw these no spin, half spin, full spin, however spin you want to do it. The Thunder Bow Shuriken from JXE JXO is most definitely bringing the thunder, and I think it's awesome that they're putting out so many great no-spin throwing knives and so many options to choose from. And the cool part is, I'm not even done. I've got another set coming to me in the mail that I think you're gonna dig just as much. Do you use JXE JXO throwing knives? If so, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you found this content helpful and resourceful. There's one reminder that I never throw out there on my videos, and that's to click the bell so that you can get notifications. I'm pumping out content about 3 times a week, so stay tuned, and I look forward to catching you next time. Take care.